Suikoden 1. Such a good game that I was actually excited to replay it for this review. Suikoden is a really unique RPG series made by Konami. The first two main series titles are on the PlayStation and are really the best of the series. I'll be doing a review of the second game soon, but if you plan on playing the series, you'd be doing yourself a great disservice to skip the first game. Graphically, the game is a bit of a mix, but I find it overall pleasing. I'm a huge fan of 2D sprite-based graphics, and this game, for the most part, does them pretty well. The menus are kind of crappy, however, and one thing I dislike is that your rune spells don't have any descriptions when you're in battle or when you're out of battle. You have to either use them to find out what they do, or look up the information online. Like most RPGs, it has a turn-based battle system that allows you to bring 6 people into battle with you. Magic is handled a little differently in that instead of having an MP bar, each magic has 4 tiers, and you only get a set amount of uses of each tier. This amount increases as you level, and some characters have more than others. You can equip pretty much whatever magic, or runes as they're called, to your characters, although some characters have permanent or unique runes that can't be removed. There are also unite attacks, where 2 or more characters work together to perform a more powerful or useful attack. And for the less magically inclined characters, there are support runes that you can equip instead of magic runes that do things like increase the chance of critical attacks or increase that character's evasion rate. What makes Suikoden unique is the staggering amount of characters in the game. The basic framework is that you become the leader of a rebel faction, and as such you have to go around gathering allies for war. 108 allies to be exact, or as the series calls them, the 108 Stars of Destiny. The game is so much more than just collecting characters though. Each character you collect also improves the castle you get in the game, adding vendors, minigames, and services such as storage and teleportation. Two other unique features are that there are actually 3 different combat modes. The standard battle is there, but there is also army battles and duels. Both function similarly in that they are sort of a rock, paper, scissors affair. In army battles, charge attacks beat bows, bows beat magic, and magic beats charge attacks. But you also have access to side skills that can help you do things like determine what the enemy will do or enhance your next charge attack. Duels are one of my favorite features, although they don't occur that often. Basically, you have attack, defend, and desperate attack. Attack beats defend, defend beats desperate attack, and desperate attacks beat regular attacks. Only in duels, you have to guess what the enemy will do based on the comment they give before your turn. So it's almost like a game of wits, which makes it a lot of fun. The story in the game is pretty good and well told. There's never really a point where you'll feel bored. I beat the game in about 22 hours, but this is my third playthrough, so for someone who hasn't played it before, you probably log a lot more time. This is honestly one of the best games on the PlayStation, and if you're a fan of Japanese RPGs, you have no excuse for not playing this. And even though the second Suikoden is far superior, you really should play them together in order, as many of the characters from the first game return in the sequel. Suikoden 1 can be purchased on the PlayStation Network. Unfortunately, the second game is not available there. So unless you have custom firmware on your PSP, I suggest you try to find physical copies of both games, which can be extremely expensive unfortunately, or emulate the games on a PC. Either way, you won't regret playing this game.